Hello, and welcome to another edition of Sports Card ASMR. I'm the Sports Card Doctor, and I'm very happy to be here with you all today. We're going to have a slightly different video, but don't worry, it'll be the same video. Perhaps I'm selling the promise of variety to keep you around. Or perhaps I've just lost the plot because I had to take a week off. Will we be opening a pack, or will we be looking into a legend card from a pack already opened? A legend like Gary Sheffield, Tom Glavine, the pimply-faced teen version of Tom Glavine, Jalen Phillips of my Miami Dolphins, though it is a cold, lonely off-season for us. And I'm trying to, much like the Miami Dolphins, look forward to the future. I do want to acknowledge, for those of you who watch these videos in any kind of order, I had to take another unexpected break last week, or the last couple weeks, due to a back injury. A long-held, chronic pro wrestling back injury flared up, and I've been bedridden for several days. The sports card doctor needed a real doctor. But I'm happy to be back. I do love pro wrestling, but to those who are in the business or thinking about getting in the business, if you suffer a fractured vertebrae, spine, bone of any kind, get it dealt with at the time it happens. All right? Oh. Well, I don't. This is not. I'm dealing with the effects of this pro wrestling industry. Now you're gonna put this card in front of me, this graphic, pornographic pro wrestling card. I'd like to move on to another kind of card. The Red Rooster, Terry Taylor. No, first of all, I don't agree with any of the things he's been on record as of saying. I don't. This is. Can we get to a card of a legend? A legend like Mark Malone of the Pittsburgh Steelers. They might be deeper into the playoffs if he was still their quarterback. Well, are we going to dig into these cards? Maybe cut up a legend here? No, not yet. We, of course, are going to be looking at the packs. We've got some great packs to get into today. But you know what? Before we crinkle away, I want to do something, as I promised, a little different. I have this magazine here, a 1988 Rookies Baseball Cards Guide, a magazine that came out following the 1987 season with advice on what rookie cards to invest in so that you too could live a life of luxury and appear on the 80s staple television show Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. I didn't follow the advice in here, or at least I took the wrong advice, and therefore I don't live a life of luxury. I'm just a humble sports card doctor. But before we get to a pack, I wanted to just look at this magazine. It's been a long time. It's fascinating. A celebration of the rookie card, really. Which always was a card that brought so much promise, not just as a fan of the team or the player, but as a collector. A rookie card. The first in which a player like Ed Whitey Ford appeared on. It's something to be celebrated. Heralded even. It's part of card collecting lore. There's some great future heroes here. This magazine, though, has so many wonderful surprises. Players that you thought were going to make it that didn't quite make it. Players that kind of made it, like Glenn Allen Hill. Players that didn't make it, like Rob Ducey. Oh, always one of my favorite cards. The Al Leiter Air card. The Yankees that didn't make it and did make it. Or players like Jay Buhner, who made it, just not for the Yankees. My people told me about Ken Phelps. Phelps, they said. Get Phelps. How about I just look through the pages here, and then we'll go back and find some highlights. Highlights like Billy Beane, of Moneyball fame. This is fascinating. 1988's hottest rookies. Who were they? Sean Abner, Mike Campbell, Kevin Elster, Mark Grace, Matt Williams, Gary Thurman, Jody Reed, Scott Lusader, Nelson Lariano, Jose Lind, Lance Johnson, Sean Illigas. Which one of these players became actual bona fide stars? You could argue Kevin Elster kind of did. Defensive whiz, some good seasons with the Mets. Appeared in a major motion picture, if I recall. Mark Grace, who jumped on a lot of hand grenades for his teammates and was one of the league's best hitters for a long time. Matt Williams, a Hall of Fame caliber player. Did he get into the Hall of Fame? I can't remember. I don't know. I'm kind of not paid attention to the Hall of Fame since it became clear that my man Don Mattingly wasn't even going to allowed to get close to it. Gary Thurman didn't, but I would argue that Jose Lind, though not a superstar, was a solid player and a key part of the Pirates' near championship teams. I'd count that as a success. We've made fun of Lance Johnson before. We'll let him go on his own peaceful way here. All those players, and only one or two superstars. I love these kind of things. You never quite know. Sean Abner was the top prospect on a team that had Roberto Alomar. The Atlanta Braves were focused on players like Joe Baver, Tom Green, but not necessarily just Tom Glavine or Pete Smith. It's one of my favorites around camp. Remember when we thought Chris Gwynn, little brother of Tony, would be a superstar? It's not their fault that these players don't reach those high peaks that we set for them. But it's fun to look back. It is about hope. Look at this page. Or pages, I should say. 2 Hall of Famers just sitting there. No, not Brian Holman, not Alonzo Powell, not Luis Rivera, not Johnny Paredes, Randy Johnson, and Larry Walker. Fascinating. Like all pitchers, Johnson is a risky investment. You'll find his card in Jacksonville's 1987 team issue, which sells for $6. If only I invested in that card. I have a feeling I invested in Johnny Paredes or Alonzo Powell. Or I probably, in truth, invested a lot in these 2 cards here. Greg Jeffries, who was a can't-miss prospect because of course he was. Anyone who practiced swings underwater is a superstar. Didn't quite pan out. Any other big surprises here? Solid career for Brian Harvey. Blackjack McDowell, one of my favorites. Mike Yastrzemski, son of Carl, father then, I think, of Mike Yastrzemski. The Mariners, a lot of people thought Eric Hansen would be a superstar. Didn't quite happen there, but they'd pick up that Randy Johnson kid. Ozzie Canseco, a future star for sure, not eventual Rookie of the Year winner, Walt Weiss. Fascinated by this one. There's a man that would actually change the game of baseball. Billy Beane, then an outfielder with the Minnesota Twins. Interesting page right here. Brady Anderson is a Red Sox prospect. I was probably investing more in Sam Horn, a can't-miss slugger, but he missed. Anyways, I don't want to spend a ton of time on this. I just stumbled onto this one in my collection. I wanted to go over it with y'all. The Cult of Rookie Cards. Alright. On that note, let's crinkle up some packs and open one up. Which pack are we going to open today? You know what? I think inspired by that book, I think I'm interested in going back to 1987 Topps. Perhaps the most open pack of cards on this channel, but I think it's a good time to revisit them. Been having a lot of fun opening up the newer cards, but I think we can go back in time and see if we can get a rookie card. Let's do it. First, our Spring Training Spring Fever Sweepstakes card. No need for that. get to our pack of gum here, or stick of gum, I should say. Uh-oh. Okay. There we go. I'm worried this gum might be a little damp. We've had a problem with damp and moist gum. I know the word moist is offensive, but that's just been where we're at. Let's see if it snaps. A little bit of snap. Oh, good snap. Yeah. All gum dust is there. Clear that out of the way here. Clear some of the gum dust out of the way. Nobody likes gum dust. I said gum dust. Alright, let's see what's in this pack. See if we find a rookie card that will make us rich. Gary Redicky, not the guy. Turn back the clock. Oh, I did love these cards, but not the guy. Donnie Hill, he looks confused to be here, much like I am confused that he's in this pack. Al Newman, nope. Chet Lemon, great player for this era. I really liked him. White Sox, Tiger, not a rookie card. Jeff Reed, looks like a good-looking, confident guy. Looks like he works at a hedge fund, not a rookie card. Mike Witt, not a rookie card. He'd come off a few great seasons here, but still kind of at the top of his game. This would have been a somewhat coveted card back then for a SoCal kid like myself. Willie Randolph, one of the all-time great Yankees, not a rookie card. Jerry Hairston, those cool shades, but not a rookie card. Carmelo Martinez, not a rookie card. He had a few seasons behind him at this point. I do like that pack. I do like the picture, though. Just a dude getting ready for work. Nate Snell. Rick Shue, an up-and-comer. A lot of people thought he might replace Mike Schmidt at third base. Oh, Willie McGee. We've got Willie before here, not a rookie card there. Nick Osaski, this might be... Oh, it's not a rookie card by far. I didn't realize he went back to 1983. Gene Garber, great relief pitcher. Throw from the side. Not a rookie card. Mike Fischlin, choked up on the back. Mike Fischlin, choked up on the bat like he was playing Little League. Not a rookie. And Randy St. Clair finishes out the pack. Not a bad pack if it was 1987, but 2024, we want a little bit more value. Let's see if we should cut up one of these cards here. What do you think? What do you say? You know what? Here's what we're going to do. And if you're just joining, thank you for watching. As if, what I mean by that is, if you haven't seen the channel before, we're an ASMR channel and a baseball and sports card nostalgia channel, but we are ASMR first, so you might not fully understand what's going on here, but like the video, leave a nice encouraging comment, and subscribe to make our dreams come true. Alright, let's see what we can do. I got an idea with this here. Yeah, I did like these turn back the clock cards. What's interesting is this came out in 1987. It was a 1967 look back, and I thought that was ancient history. As a kid in 1987, I thought, does anyone even remember these cards? But it was only 20 years prior. Time. Don't spend a lot of time staring at time and trying to comprehend time, that's all I'll say. Alright, here's my idea. Also, I was going to say, I have a lot of fun using these scissors, and it's one of my ASMR sound triggers. But what are some of your favorite ASMR sound triggers? Let us know in the comments below, including ones that we do use here, or maybe ones we haven't yet. I'll stop talking over the scissors. And I'm going to turn back the clock card into a card. Let's dive in. Wonder if anyone did this when they were kids to try to convince their friends that they actually had a 1967 Topps Carl Yastrzemski and that they just made them smaller back then. Alright, I gotta be a little more precise if I'm gonna pull this ruse off here. It was an easy cut job, so I'm going to do some bonus cutting. All right. Clean up after. There we go. I don't think that would fool anyone, but maybe, just maybe, you could convince people that this was a 1967 Topps Mini. Alright, we're gonna get on out of here. I appreciate you all for watching, supporting, spreading the word of this channel in your favorite ASMR community, or underneath the comments and videos of your favorite ASMR artists. Let the world know we're here. Oh, I did want to do this bonus thing on the way out here. I have this bag of Halloween candy. Yes, Halloween 2023, and I realize it's 2024. As the credits begin to roll here, I was going to enjoy a sucker. Thanks for watching.